Hello, hello, and welcome to Terrific Tuesday. Ooh, working on some crazy lighting here. So, hey, I just wanted to take a few minutes to create this video for you because I'll tell you why I'm really following through with doing it. When I looked at doing this Facebook Live, I gotta tell you, my reaction this morning was like, oh, you know what? I don't feel like doing it, to be honest. Right? And I've had those different scenarios in my life before where you commit to doing something, you schedule to do it, and when the actual time shows up to do it, what happens? You don't feel like it, and then what do? Do you bail on it? Do you make excuses? Do you not follow through? Right? And I was this close, and I just, thank goodness, I built this muscle saying, now, feelings are not an indicator of what's optimal. Right? I've learned that through the years, and tell you some of the worst decisions I've ever made is because I knew I was supposed to do something, but in the moment I didn't feel like it, and I was like, yeah, and I blew it off, or I let it go, or didn't keep my word or my agreement. And I'll tell you, for me, I've learned that it just never works out well that way, and I don't do that any longer. So even though this energy showed up of like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, I was like, no, that we're just not playing that game, right? Like, there's that communication with myself. And then I thought, you know what, even if this inspires just one person to look at what it is in front of them that that you're meant to do, that you've given your word to do it, you've agreed to do it, but you don't feel like it, right? Maybe that's the way that you're eating and you're committed to shifting or changing that, or something to grow your business, or something to improve a relationship, right? Or just contribute to another person. Is there something that is showing up for you that you're like, oh, I know I'm meant to do that. I said I was going to do that, but I don't feel like it. And I'm here to just really encourage you. Sometimes that's going to happen, but to dig down and say, you know what? When you look back at the end of the day and you did it and you followed through and you kept your own agreement with yourself, right? Because sometimes isn't that the agreements that are the most difficult to create, right? It's agreements with ourselves. But through the years, here's what I can assure you, as I've kept my own agreements, as I've followed through on what I said I was willing to do and I followed through, I built a trust up inside of me of I am dependable. My word means something. If I say it, I will do it. And honestly, it's now become a huge strength for me. If I say it, I'm going to do it, right? And I'm very careful at this point in the game what I give my word to. But if I do, I'm going to be there. Unless, some crazy, major, but that hardly ever, ever, ever happens. You create the consistency inside of you. You show up. You allow yourself to again, follow through when most people don't. And I'll tell you, my experience is that's what's created a very strong leader inside of me. And it's really a large part of why I've created a life and a lifestyle that's nothing short of pretty magical that I love. So I'm here to say, you know what, if you've created an agreement with other people or even with yourself, right? Like, actually, I only made this agreement with myself that I was going to continue to be consistent. And I said for 1 week in my mind that every single day I'm going to do a Facebook Live. Didn't even tell anybody that, but inside of me, I decided I was going to be consistent. And even though, again, that energy of I didn't feel like it, I didn't allow that to make the decision. I didn't allow that decision to rule the way that I was going to handle it. So I showed up today, and Anthony, hello, great to see you, sweetie. And it's because I care, and I care for you, and I did it for someone here who just needed that word of like, even though I don't feel like it, I'm going to follow through and do what I said I was going to do. So I trust that's going to inspire someone and help to make that decision that just steps you into being more of the person that you are designed and want to be. And I will definitely be here tomorrow, and I look forward to connecting with you then. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye for now.